Hello, fellow dorks, and welcome back to Alone in the Dork. It's been a little while. I'm assuming it's going to be my typical party of two, but I'd love it if anyone else is out there. You're more than welcome to join along and play with us. But this is the follow-up to our first session of, what are we doing? 12 years. Jesus, I was supposed to say 12th night. 12 years, very different. And here we go. We got Michael. Mike's here. Hey, Mike. I'm quite sure we're going to have Morgan here in a second. And this is probably going to be the end of the game here. It's pretty quick. We know the rules and we know what's going on. We just gotta get our party a little kind of leveled up and make a run for the castle. In our last session, well, Happy New Year, Mike. Happy New Year, bud. And there's Morgan. Yay! So in our last session, this was our party right here. I can probably make this a little bit bigger, I guess. So they did tragically die in the lich's sunken castle of the south. But they did. We got a series of really good rolls. I mean, the idea is we have to have a crown and we got to put it on the lich's head. We have 12 years to do this. 5 years have now passed. So time is not on our side, especially when we could possibly enter the Fey world where we could lose like 4 years. But so this was our party that we had here. We had Baldwin the thief, Uncle Flonkafu the giant. We had Bub, another thief. And then we had Leaf, a rogue. And they made it to the 4th room. We got to get the lich is in the 6th room. And they made it to the 4th room. And there are 3 remaining skeletons in that room. But what's exciting about this is I did realize as well that it's not just the crown we can pick up, but we can loot beyond the crown. There's other things to loot. We can loot the... they had a sword. The weaponry wasn't great. They had a staff, they had a sling, and another sling, but there was a sword. So if we do loot them, we can pick up their sword as well, and that's basically the best starting weapon in the game. So that's something else that's good, but we got to get there first. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the game here. I am running a little bit different of a setup. I have 3 screens now. I did over my break. I've got like an old TV right here. I've got my computer external screen there, and then I've got my computer as well. So I am starting to try to navigate these 3 screens, but what I hope that's going to do is make my setup much easier, and I can kind of show more. As always, chat, let me know how the if sound is coming in too loud, especially the music, because sometimes it swells very triumphantly, which we don't deserve triumphant music. But, again, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for playing, guys. This is the only game we're going to do today. I'm not going to end up doing the Cthulhu one, and hope we may do it Sunday. It kind of depends on how my voice is. We're doing these 9-hour rehearsals, and I'm on stage the entire time, and I'm starting to getting some vocal fatigue. And I'm growing out my mustache, which is... pretty darn pale right now. We're gonna have to color it for when I do the show. Okay, let's get going here. So what we have to do is we have to roll up new characters. We should remember how this goes. So Dice is over here. Yeah, Mike does. He recycles old names pretty liberally. I will, that is very true. So Mike and Morgan are both in the Dice app as well. So let's, I need Mike and Morgan. Let's start, let's roll our archetypes. So we have to roll archetypes, which you should be able to see right here. And both of you roll 2d6, and we will just start building up our characters that way. I do love the rule that if you do not name a character, they die instantly. In this game, you can lose characters in character creation. So somebody just rolled. Who was that? That was Mike. Was it 2 6s? It was. Is that 2 bards? No, it's 2 thieves. Okay. So Mike has 2 thieves. So you can kind of pair them up however you want, Mike. I think we had 2 thieves last time. And also, and we have another thief. We have a party of 1 giant and 3 thieves. Unfortunately, the giant is going to slow the thieves down, but this is a weird build. Okay. Well, this isn't taking too long to rebuild here. And I was going to say, we can re-roll some of that, but you know what? Let's not, because that's just kind of the weirdness of the game. So the ability of the thieves are they always retrieve loot, and they crown the Lich King when evading. So that's actually not that bad. So we can evade the Lich King instead of trying to attack him, and we can crown him. Unfortunately, I think the giant negates that, which that really stinks. Because the giant can absorb a lot of hit points, but the giant is slow. And slow is, while evading, you cannot successfully retrieve loot or achieve any other result requiring a 4. So we don't hit a 4 on our evasion roll. So an evasion roll of 4 has the same effect as a 3, but the Thieves ability is, which is sneaky, always retrieves loot or crowns the Lich King when evading regardless of the roll result. So maybe we can't always steal, we can't necessarily run away, and we can't, but we can always steal loot, and we can always crown the king. So this actually may not be the worst setup here. So we do have, we have 1, 2, 3 thieves. We'll put Mike's 2 thieves right here at the top 2, and then we have Morgan's thief and giant. So we got to name them. So what is the name of our thieves? And their max HP for thieves are 10. All right, I'm just starting to fill in the character sheet while you guys are thinking of some names. And also, we did lose, I added a year, so we died on year 4. And then down on the map, you should be able to see right down here, you can see where it says 5 years have passed. So it takes a year after a party wipe. I don't know how this group of 3 thieves, maybe they knew the other thieves in the party, they're in a thieves guild, and found out about what happened, and that the crown is actually just sitting there in this 4th chamber, and the skeletons that were protecting it just kind of just go into this stasis, just waiting to protect their Lich King. And the Lich King is still sitting on their throne, waiting, and for 7 years they're going to come back again. Bogworth for the giant, Lyrian for the thief. Okay. So this is L-I. And that's the thief, Lyrian, and Bogworth. Bogworth the giant. Fantastic. That's a great giant name. They have a max HP of 30 and current HP of 30. And we'll roll all that good stuff here in a second. What did we get from Mike? Hasn't come up with names yet. Let's keep going with HP. 10 and 10. And I'm going to update their special abilities here real quick as well. The power is Loot Crown. Loot Crown. We're really big on the Loot Crown thing. So we get the crown, and we get to do it on that. Loot Crown for the ability here. And then the giants. Oh, and the giant gives us that +1. That's his power, is +1 attack. Whoops, that's directly underneath it. Whatever. So that is the giant's ability. So we do have that +1 attack. Like, we are basically, he hits really hard. Unfortunately, he is slow. Slow evade. And I believe the thieves, if the thief is the last one remaining, ooh, that could be bad. Is that the thief? Are they the ones who run off like jerks? That could be really bad. Let's see here. Thief. So I crammed in an expansion onto this this page as well. So I'm just trying to, they're a backstabber. If the thief is the sole party member, they loot the party and flee. So, if we come down, this is what I was worried about last game. If we come down to 1 thief, and we're fighting the Lich, and they're the last ones left, they're going to grab the crown, loot the party, and run away. And that would be devastating for this. So, Kodo and Podo, the ferret, like, yeah, okay. We got the Beastmaster, we have the Beastmaster, I just made a Beastmaster reference in, yesterday in rehearsal. I was, what was I? Oh, I have a very big trench coat in the show. When I go out to the, hey, AJ's here! Actually, what's going on, dude? Let's have AJ reroll one of our thieves. How's that sound? I'm good with that. That'll give us something to, just to mix us up a little bit. So let's get rid of either Kodo or Podo. And because, again, we don't really roll for our characters, we just roll a d6. So, it's not like we're attached to these characters. What's up, AJ? Happy New Year, buddy. Roll us a 1d6. You are going to re-roll, Podo stayed home. Okay, roll a 1d6, AJ. We're looking for a new, character, a new class, which you're going to have to name as well, or he dies. And then we're going to just roll up loot, and then we're going to get going. You can see our map down in the corner there. Heck yeah. I did just do a review of this. A 5. That is the Bard, I think. No, or is that a thief? That's a thief. That's gonna be hysterical. It's a bard. Okay, this character is funny. So they are braggadocious, which means we already hit a new level. Because he just talks us up so much that we do hit a new level. But he's cowardly. So, every time we enter a combat, every time we run into a new group of enemies, the bard needs to roll a 1d6. On the roll of a 1, he dies of a heart attack. That's it. You'd think he runs away or something like that. No, he just flat out dies. But what's great is he levels us up immediately because he is braggadocious. Gain a level when the bard joins your party, and he starts with a loot worth 200 gold, which he will not part with until he dies. But if he dies, we loot their we can loot their loot, and then we can go back to town and sell it for 200 gold, which is worth 2 levels of experience. So it's a pretty funny little trade-off that we get with the bard. So again, this game is just ridiculous. But I'm glad we got the bard. What is the bard's name, AJ? So that's good. I'm glad we got the bard. That's pretty funny. I really kind of wish that we had a Fae character because they're the only ones that can help us from the Fae sucking us in and losing time. So again, this is not a guaranteed success. Bard Simpson. Oh my God. That's so dumb. AJ, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet. We were doing a game and I lost all my Roll20 information and I was so depressed I couldn't pick it up because I built the entire game and it hurt my feelings so much. But he played an Aarakocra rogue swashbuckler type and his name was Cyrano the Bird Attack. Coffee. Yeah, Cyrano the Bird Attack. So anyway, yeah. Yes, sir. Great. I'm so glad you joined, AJ. Let's get going here. Now that I have AJ, I'm like, man, maybe I should do Cthulhu later on. Then you should not throw stones. Exactly. Okay, so let's get going. Let's keep building up our party here. So we've got the let's double check the cowardly. Oh my God, it's a 1d4 that you roll, AJ. It's not a 1d6. It is a 1d4. So level, and then 1d4 die. There we go. I don't want to put cowardly because I just kind of put what the actual thing is here. Oh, and the thief is his thing is steal. He's a backstabber. Okay, so and he does have. Does it say that's his starting loot? Start with a loot. I think he still rolls for loot as well. But he does have a loot worth 200, which is amazing. And again, he will not part with this, so we can't use it immediately to level up. And let's roll for our weapons and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, starting gold, of course. I need everyone to roll a 1d4, and I'll roll a 1d4. Because again, we just kind of share this. We should not get attached to any of these people. So everybody roll a 1d4. I rolled a 1. That sounds about right. So that's 1 gold. Let's see what everyone else gets. Mike got 2 gold. Morgan got 3 gold. And AJ got 4 gold. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So we're going to add all of this up. So we have 30, 35, 36 gold. Easy enough. So that is our starting gold. If you do have 100 gold, you can level up. So that's how gold is used in this game. You just level up. You have to go back to town to do it, though, and stay at an inn, I think. You can also meet people. Now, if you look at this map, it may be a little hard. How small is this for you guys? I like big beats. Oh, my God. I like big beaks, and I cannot lie. Thank you. Birdie got beak. Thank you, Mike. Right here, we do have a noble, where if we escort him back to town, he will level us up as well. So, party level 1. That's right. So that's not bad. We are adding, so when we attack, we add 5 to our roll because the giant gives us 1, and we have, our party level is 1. So we have 4 party members, so that's an extra 5. So that's not a bad start. I have missed this. I know. Now I'm like, should I do Cthulhu later? I was a little worried about my voice and just the things I had to do today. And I know Mike wasn't available later on, but maybe we'll talk at the end of this session. Especially, we'll see how AJ's looking now too. But I am... and it's looking like here shortly I'll have Tuesdays free. Once the show opens, my Tuesdays are free, and maybe we can at least set that down. We'll finish this today. We can finish up Cthulhu, and then we can get back to Legendary Kingdoms. And there's a whole bunch of other games we still have to play. Miru, that's a really awesome game as well that I've been playing. We can wait till Sunday if everyone's free then. I can go till 12:30 Pacific. Oh, we gotta hurry, Mike. Okay, shoot. Okay, let's get going. Let's see. We are on weapons and damage. Everybody roll. Everyone roll a 1d6. We can move the weapons around to whoever wants them, so I don't think we're attached to those starting weapons. So everyone roll a 1d6, and let's just figure out our starting weapons. Morgan got a 3, and Morgan's character has Morgan. So we got a 3, we got a 4. Mike got a 4. Morgan got a 3. AJ got a 4. And I will roll my d6. Then we'll just we'll mix around the weapons, which makes however makes most sense. And a 6. Those would be good. What did we get here? No, I feel like we got that last time. We got a lot of slings. Mike got a 4, which is a bow, which does a d8. That's good. So we got a sling, we got a bow, we got another bow, and we got a sword. Those are that's actually a great little start for us. So let's give it makes sense. So Morgan rolled the 3. Morgan got the 3. Let's give the giant the sword. Right? That makes sense, which is the 1d8. So we actually did much better this time around. So that's a 1d8. AJ, he has Bard Simpson, which, so Bard Simpson has a bow. Okay. So we'll give them the bow, which does 1d8 as well. Great. Yeah, this is a much better start. And then if we can loot those bodies, I don't know how long the Bard's going to make it. Then we have Liren. I guess I probably rolled for them. And that's probably the sling, which was, I think, a d4. The sling is a d4. And then Mike rolled a 3, which is another sword. We rolled 2 swords? No. 6. What did Mike roll? Mike rolled a 4. Oh, Mike got a bow. Great. Oh, and this guy has a bow. Fantastic. Good start, actually. Yep. I'm there. Okay, great. This is a great starting setup. We are 1d8, 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 1d4. Last time we were like 1d4, 1d4, 1d6, 1d8. So that's better. Should we give the Bard the sling? Well, if they die, we just take their weapon. Like, we just loot each other. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Should we give the Bard the sling if they die at the start? We loot their bodies. We have thieves in the party that will just take the crap and run. So it doesn't matter. Again, this is all party-based. It's not really character-based. For combat, I don't know if you saw last one. We just roll a d6 and see what happens. Let's go real quick here. I know Mike's got to get schmoving. We're just going to roll our loot now. Let's have, just to slow us down just a smidge, because this can get a little bit more involved. Mike, for Kodo, roll a d12, and let's see what you get. You can die right here at this. This is, you can get like a demonic thing that just sucks your soul. A 12. A crown. Here we go, Mike. So, Kodo the Thief has a crown. We already have a crown to crown the Lich King, so this could be a different one. Let's see the quality. Roll a d6, Mike. Let's see what quality crown Mike has here. Here we go. I'll bring up his little dice chart thing. A 3. It is an ancient crown. It is worth 200 gold. Okay. And I think that's it. It is a 200 gold crown. I wonder if we could sell that and just level up immediately. Let's see here. Kodo the Thief has a crown worth 200. Or do we hang on to a crown in case we lose the other crown? Okay. Bard Simpson, I need you to roll a d12. That will be you, AJ. And then I'll probably roll for, Morgan, let me know in the chat if you want to roll for Lyrian or Bogworth. And then I'll just roll for the other one. Fully into selling the ancient crown. No kidding. AJ got a crown. What is up with our crown? AJ, roll a d6 to see what the quality of the crown. So you need a crown in the game to put on the head. Normally you have to find the crown. 3. Another ancient crown. I wonder if we can sell something that... I mean, if we could sell this crap, we could level up like up to level 5 and we just beeline to this stupid place. So we have another... So Bard Simpson has an ancient crown and a loot. I don't know how these people knew about where to find all this stuff. but they've done a good job getting... Oh, no. Did that happen? I hate it when that happens. I was just trying to adjust... there, I should be able to pop it right back up in a second. There we go. I was just trying to adjust something on my screen, and the preview crashes. And then I bring it back up real quick, but it crashes when I just try to do that. When I just try to, like, move something around a smidge. It drives me crazy when it does that. There we go. But I've learned how to fix it. There we go. Oh, wait. It's still not... Got to do a little adjusting now. Give me 1 second, my friends. There we go. Yeah, this has been a thing that's been starting to do. It just kind of crashes a little bit when I try to do that. It's not as pretty as I had it, but who cares? Okay. Ooh, wow, this one got moved. Oh, my map looks fine for you, but it's a little screwy on my screen. Okay, so we have these crowns. I'm going to scooch this. On my screen's just kind of got a little crazy. Okay. Great. Let's do... So that was Bogworth. You want to roll for Bogworth? I'll roll for Lyrian. I'm going to roll a d12. Let's see what I get for Lyrian. Don't be a 12. That'd be weird. Okay, I got a key. Key indicates items have possibly becoming unique magical items. Okay. So I have a key. It is a... What kind of key? Morgan's already rolling. I have a ancient key. All right. Is that unique? I think it has to be magic for it to be ancient. Yeah, if it was magic, it could have been magic key. I have an ancient key. It is an ancient key worth 2 gold. Cool. Lyrian has an ancient key. Maybe we'll find a key too. Maybe we'll find a point for that. Oh, I need to give ancient crown. We know we have 2 ancient crowns. We also have an ancient crown here for our homeboy. Morgan rolled a 5. So Morgan has a wooden shield, which we did learn that shields are actually very useful. They give you an extra health. Go ahead, Morgan, and let's see the value of the shield. So we do have shield, so it's like a HP +1. Which we should definitely... I don't know if the giant... Like, 1 HP doesn't necessarily help the giant out, because the giant already has 3. It's mundane, so no modifier. You know what I'm saying? That would give... They would go from 30 to 31, where we may, when somebody starts maybe losing health a little bit, give it to them to bump them up. But, because that is just kind of a way to give them an extra health. But right now, that's what he has. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's check real quick if we can sell those crowns. It sounds like everyone was down for that. We are in town. Let's see about level advancement here real quick. Oh, I bet I can just do this real quick. Level and time. Level advancement. Rather than individual characters advancing, blah, blah, blah. New friends you meet will reveal secrets. Gold is the ultimate reward for experience. And is also gold that purchases the party's level progression. The party may advance as many levels to have gold for 100 gold per level. I need to find selling things. Maybe we have to find someone to sell it to. Just try. Oh, here's the these are the skeletons waiting for us. They have 10 health. There's actually just 3 of them currently. I know if we carouse, we could maybe do that. Let's see. Starting gold. Loot. Maybe it's in the loot section. No, that's where we just were. Loot quality. Broken. 6. 2 or more. I feel like we may need to find someone to sell it, but if you're in town, you can sell things. I'm pretty sure. I just need to find out where that is, because this is definitely worth it. This could be 4 levels for us, which is huge. We would all get like a +8. Plus the giant 9 for every time we hit. We do 9 extra damage, which is massive. A skeleton has 10 damage. So, like, our bonuses would basically kill a skeleton alone. But let's see if... you guys can come up in the chat why we have all these crowns and, like, how we know to go up to the castle. And I'll kind of, like, read off what you guys are throwing down there. Again, I just want to make sure... Maybe I read that in the... Which we are in a town. We can do the... Basically, level advancement. I know there's an area where it says that people will not buy, like, magical items because they're too scary. So that's why magical items have no cost. Maybe we need to run into a merchant They will buy and sell mundane items for the price listed. Oh, mundane items. So this person, that if we bump into him, he will buy mundane items, which is our shield. He won't buy our crown. Maybe we need to find specific people, because 200 gold's a lot. Maybe we can't quite do that. But we do have these crowns, and I think crowns are good regardless. So, yeah, I'm not quite finding... I want to be sure on that. I don't want to cheat and level us up immediately, because that would be lame. Traps. I'm just scrolling through. Level advancement. Let's look at here again. Start at level 0. New friends you meet. Yeah, it says new friends you meet. The party may advance as many levels as they have gold. So I feel like we need to find someone to sell it to. But we are in a town, which we have yet to do. We can gamble, which we don't want to do. Let's just see the things we can do in town. Investigate. This is how we just kind of get some information. Carouse. I'm looking for like a shop. Rumors. This gives us a little bit of direction in the game, but we already have a pretty strong direction. We are aware of some dungeons. Then there's some dungeons. Patrons. We have to find them. But Lost Nobles reward the party 200 gold. And there's villainous villagers. I think we just have these stupid items and no one to sell them to, unfortunately. Do we go level up because... Yeah, we did level up. We're level 1. We start at level 0. So we have already leveled up because of the bard. I think we're just stuck with these crowns. I don't think we have someone we can currently sell them to. Unless we do look around the town and hopefully find a person that we can sell it to. Now, hanging out in the town, you do have to carouse, which that gets a little... So at night, you have to carouse, which gets a little... Found the ancient tomb of King Hydra. Oh, there you go. AJ just came up with a rationale. We found the ancient tomb of a King Hydra. Only 2 of its crowns were stable enough to keep. Okay, I'll get on that. Ooh, yeah, look at this. A curse upon those who seek the crown, lose 1 level. So yeah, it isn't always great when you're carousing, but you can hire a mercenary. You can learn rumors, meet a patron. So things can happen. So I guess the question is, do we want to look around the town? The things we can do in the town are we can investigate, we can gamble, we can look for rumors, and I think patrons have to be opened up to us. Let's see here. So I guess the question is, do we want to hit the road or do we want to just start going out and seeing what trouble we can get into? Patrons, yeah. I think those we get those. That is a bonus to get a patron. We have to find it either via carousing or investigating, which no, it's just the person. Ask, roll again, meet a patron, learn a rumor. So that's the thing. Are we going to hang out the town where we are, or do we just hit the road and hope for the best? Now, when we hit the road, I don't know how zoomed in you guys need this. We start here. There's a massive beetle. And when I say massive, I mean like it's like it can grab us in its pincers. So it's very big. I don't think we can sell here, AJ. We need to find someone to sell it to. And it looks like people only buy mundane things, and these are ancient. So it's worth too much money. So there's a massive beetle here that we would encounter the second we leave. There's a banshee out here. It's a little bit harder for us to run away from things because the giant slows us down. There is a beetle blocking a dungeon right here, so I think we can walk around it here. And there's this ding-dong noble. He's been hanging out here for 5 years, where if we do escort him back to town, we could level up. But that is what we currently have, kind of like right outside our front door. This is a lake or water. We can't get through that, but this was a straight shot. We did make a straight shot. We still have to roll for wandering encounters, but you can see after we got all of this stuff here, we just beelined it and we made it straight to the castle. So, again, let me know if you need me to zoom this in for you guys. If we explore new hexes, we can maybe find a town and sell stuff. That is true. How about the escort noble to level? So we're thinking about getting to this this noble to go up to level 2, which that would be amazing. I feel like in our last game, we weren't level 2. We were just level 1. If we do hit level 2, that means we can also... that's an extra 4 points of damage we're doing each turn. And since we leveled up, all of our HP went up. So when you level up, your HP goes up by 1 as well. Whoops. Where's backspace? There we go. I have 2 keyboards. Just trying to find the right one. Yay. So, we're stuck. Yeah, we're stuck at 1 last time. So, should we make our way towards the noble? We can hit that first forest space, and then we can walk around the dungeon. So we can hit that second forest space, and then get that noble, if we want to do that. We still do need to make some wandering encounters, though. So, that looks like our current plan of attack. How big is this map? Do you guys need this any bigger? I can maybe, like, zoom in on it a smidge, just to show exactly where we are. Maybe I'll try to do that for you guys. Let's see. There we go. So this is, like, where we are. And I'm just going to kind of, like, zoom in our area of the map a bit. So there we are. Rescue the noble. Okay, let's do it. He's an idiot. So we are right here. Right here. It's not showing for some reason. So right here at the start. There it is. So we're at the start. Let's hit this space so we don't have to deal with the banshee. So we'll go straight into the forest. Who is first on my Mike? I think it is a D6 that we're going to be rolling. Mike, roll a D6 just to see what kind of encounter we get here in this area as we make our way out into the already explored area. A creature. Boo! Roll once in the Hexploration creature table. This creature will be here until removed. So let's see. Hexploration encounter table. We get a... Roll a 1d12. Oh, wait, creatures. We want creatures. There it is. Roll a 1, please. That is a 12. A satyr. Okay, we have yet to face one of these guys. So here he is. Here's our little satyr friend. So we make it out in the woods. It makes sense he'd be hanging out in the woods. He has 16 health, which is pretty high. On an enemy hit, so if he does hit us, we do not roll damage. The satyr offers the party food and drink, putting them into sleep and becoming lost for 1d6 years. We're already at year 5. We get to year 12, the game is over. This sucks. And he's hard to run away from. This is unfortunate. This is my biggest concern going into this game is time. So we meet this satyr and he's just kind of hanging out there waiting for us. We can try to run away. But, shoot. AJ, roll a 1d4, see if you die. I think the loot is mundane, so we could sell the loot. I can double check that. But, so AJ, roll to see if you die, roll a 1d4. He dies. He flat out dies. But we got his loot. So we can still hopefully level up with that. I think it was a mundane loot. So AJ, you're going to be rolling like Lyrian. Or it doesn't matter. We just roll a d6 for everybody. So boom, dead. He just he walks out the door and dies of a heart attack. Great. So there goes our bard. And okay, off to a great start. I'm going to double check and make sure. I'll check that later when we get back to town. Okay, dead. Bard. And when we go back to town, we can carouse and stuff like that. That's how we get party members. But the only other way to get party members, you have to find them. Which you can find them just by in wandering encounters. Or you can go back to town and you can hopefully find some. Bye, Bard Simpson. Yep, there goes Bard Simpson. Don't have a cow, man. Okay. So now we're stuck with the satyr. And evading is going to be really, really tough. Because we knock it down a notch. I think we may just have to kill it. We have decent weapons. So, well, AJ's dead. Who's next on my list here? Mike, roll a 1d6 for combat. So you're about to see how combat works here, AJ. We want basically a 4 or above, and a 4 still isn't the best roll for us. 6. That is double damage. So that is our best roll. Thank you, Mike. We may be able to kill it in this round because we do double damage right now. So I need everyone. We may as well loot Bard Simpson. Lyrian grabs their bow. Just dies immediately. Grab the bow. This is where I will need everyone to roll. I need Mike to roll a 1d8. Everybody rolls a 1d8. So it would make sense because Bard Simpson and Lyrian were both in the back with their ranged weapons. So 1, not a great start. So that was, yeah, where we are at here. Mike, your roll disappeared. I think you rolled a 1. Is that what happened? Did you click it away? Morgan rolled a 4, and AJ needs to roll that 1d8. So, and then we're going to double this. So, Morgan rolled a 4. AJ roll that, please roll a 1d8 for Lyrian. And then I think Mike rolled a 1. So we're waiting on AJ to roll, and then we're going to add up all of our bonuses and then double it. I don't know. We need a good roll from AJ. There we go. That's pretty good. So AJ got us a 5. So we had AJ rolled 5. Mike rolled a 1. Morgan rolled a 4. So that's 10. Am I insane? 5, 4, 1. 10. Great. 10 doubled is 20, and I didn't even add our modifiers. We flat out killed it in 1 hit. So 16 health. Actually, I think we double the modifiers as well, Mike. So I think it's going to be more like 22. So we killed it. We lost our bard, but we killed the satyr very quickly. Great. We did not lose any time. We got this guy's loot. Let's double check it and see if it's a mundane loot. Because we want it to be mundane, because that's the way we can sell it. But we do have to find someone to sell it to. But let's look at party members here real quick and see what it says. Braggadocio. He starts with a loot worth 200 gold and will not part with it until he dies. He died. Okay, so we have his loot. We have his bow. There's 3 of us, which isn't great. We're trying to find this. Is the plan still... So we are currently here. Is the plan just to... I think we can just walk around the beetle. He's guarding the dungeon. So in the dungeon, that's where you have all the gold. But but obviously much more difficult enemies in there. But we can walk through this area. But it's we can walk through this area. Yeah, we can level up. We just need to find someone to sell it to. Are we just walking through this forest, still going for the noble? If we can't avoid the beetle, great. Yeah, I think we can. I think it's guarding the dungeon. So let's walk through this forest here. I think... Morgan, I think it's your turn to roll a d6 to see what kind of wandering encounter we get in this forest. If memory serves, last game, we were walking through the forest a lot. There is... I did look online. You can get the print version now of the Hexploration map. Of the Hexploration guide. Because right now, a marsh... hills and forest, you always encounter the same things, but there is an expansion that lets you see other things due to the different terrain. But I don't have that currently, and I want the PDF, and that's not available yet. So it should be soon, hopefully, because I am excited about that. So here we go. Encounter. You rolled a 3, so that gives us none. You thought you saw a glimmer of something, but heard a noise, had a premonition, but it was nothing after all. Great. So we do make our way to where the noble is, and I don't think we roll an encounter. I think he's just there. So friend, roll on the friends table. Let's just shoot us down to there. Where is the friends table? Here it is. Where was he at? Wise woman, dying adventurer. Where's noble? Wandering merchant. Maybe it's just encounter. Maybe he just showed up as an encounter. And it wasn't a named person. Here we go. Traveling Tinker, Stone Portal. Noble. Here we go. He was a lost noble. Offers you 100 gold to safely escort them back to the nearest village. Level advancement available. So, we can just walk him back to gain a level. That's what we're doing. So we are currently right here. We're grabbing this noble. We add him to our party. So if we do get attacked, he will... I feel like, let's say we do need to still roll a random encounter. We know where he is, but just like the dungeon, we still need to get to the guy. So I think I don't think that's our only encounter. Let's be fair and let's roll a d6 just to see what we get here, because I don't think we did, because none was at the dungeon area. So AJ, it's your turn to roll a d6 just to see what is happening in this area, and this ding dong Lord Pompey Pants is just waiting for us. So let's 5. I think that's friend. We found 2 friends, and maybe they're someone that'll buy something. There's also friends who rob from you. So let's roll for some friends. Great. Roll on the friends table. AJ, roll a, what is this? A 1d10. And let's see who we get. So we're gonna have this noble, Maybe we'll get 2 nobles. That'd be great. We can bring them back. So this is a nice little area. A 10. Is that good or bad? 1 is, I don't think, good at all. 10. A lot. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, we don't have the money. A kind and fearsome elf, willing to train your party 1 level advancement in exchange for 50 gold or a bow. What is our gold? We have 36 gold. Crap! We could give him our bow, but I don't know if we're going to get another weapon that good. I thought he was going to join us, because sometimes they'll just join us. Shoot, that stinks. We have 2 bows, but that's 1d8. Like, do we want to lose 1d8? I guess that's a question. We have a sling. We already have a backup weapon, which is a sling, which does 1d4. And we have a bow, which does 1d8. If we sell the sling, if we get rid of the bow, that'll give us a guaranteed level advancement, which would be 4 health and automatic 4 extra points of damage. Is that a better trade-off? Buying things, it's so random, AJ, buying things in town. So I don't quite know if we can get one in town. It's not like there's shops we can just go to. We gotta just like randomly find this crap. Oh, that's tough. I wish we had the money. See, Mike just said, does the elf friends stay here after we leave? I don't think so. I think this is, let's double check. I don't think so. I think he pieces out. Because it would say the other one, for the noble that we had, it said very specifically, it says very specifically that we could, that he sticks around. It's right here, you can see it says until removed or permanent. So it doesn't say, I think this is just like a wandering encounter. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we could do 4 levels, but again, I don't know. We have to find someone. It's half the cost of a normal level. I know, but we don't have the money. We don't have 50. We don't have 50 gold on us. We have things worth the gold. I don't know if we can trade it. And he's only going to give us 1 level. He's not going to give us. He's not going to give us 4 levels. I think he's just going to give us 1 level. He's not going to train us up to 4. Willing to train your party 1 level advancement in exchange for 50 gold. Yeah, everyone seems to be team trade the bow. Okay, let's do that. So we lost a bow. Boink, boink. But we did go up a level. Boink, and we have this noble to possibly go up another level. So that puts us up to level 12, 12, 12, 12. I don't know why I just leveled Bard Simpson. This is where the noble is now, because we do roll randomly if somebody gets hit. This is where the noble is. He has 1 health. If he die, he can die very easily, escorting him back to town. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Okay. Add 2 more levels with the Bard's gold. I don't know if he's only going to give us 1 level. We can't just keep throwing stuff at him. He's going to give us 1 level advancement. He's not going to give us multiple levels, I don't think. Oh, look at this. It also says right here. All friends are willing to train your party to advance 1 level per 100 gold or 100 gold worth of loot unless otherwise noted. Look at this. Haha! I just saw this as well. So, all friends are willing to train your party to advance 1 level per 100 gold. I guess the noble would do that as well? Because this specifically was the hardest word to say all of a sudden. Specifically says 100 gold worth of loot. What do you think? But again, I think it's just 1 level. So I think we would burn 100 gold out of our crown. Or 100 gold out of the loot. If you want to do that. We have 50 gold of the Bard's gold. We don't have to trade the bow. Yeah, that's true. Do we want to do that and say that that would count? Where we keep the bow. We trade the Bard's loot for, which is worth 200. We trade it for the 50 for exchange for a level advancement, and then another 100 of it for the next level advancement. Yeah, I know. My read is that the elf language is more specific, so that would count as otherwise noted. I was wondering about that too. I know. Kind of willing to train your party 1 level advancement in exchange for 50 gold or 1 bow. Yeah, maybe that's right. But let's see how they all are. This one's... Well, this very specifically says no level advancement. No level advancement. Advances 1 level. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, guys? So Mike is saying that his read on it is it's more specific, so that is otherwise noted. So we take the elf level. Now we take the noble level and reach town. Yeah, let's just do that. Keep the bow. Give the elf 50 of the bard's gold. I don't know where this 50 of the bard's gold is coming from. The loot is worth 200. That's it. That's what his gold is. This is what the loot is worth. So we'd have to give him the entire loot. The noble is, he's not a friend. He is a wandering encounter. He is a lost noble. So he's an encounter. I don't think he counts as a friend. That's who the noble is. So let's do what we've done with let's stick to our original plan with the bow. Grab the noble that we have. He's in our party, and now we need to get him back to town. So we need to... Are we just cutting back through the same 2 forests that we went through? AJ says, yeah, it sounds like 50 for 1 level, and then we have to go to town. Yeah, that seems to be what it is. And again, the Lost Noble is an encounter, not really a friend. I know, you were hearing loot. I need to work on my liquid U. A loot or a loot? Yeah, sorry for the confusion, guys. And again, this is where if we could actually talk, we could hear each other and ask questions as opposed to stuck with the chat. Okay, let's get moving. I know, Mike, I know you got to leave soon. Okay, so we are, we're heading back to town. Who rolled last? Sorry for all the confusion on the selling the things stuff, guys. Mike, if you're about, go ahead and roll a d6, Mike. I know you're leaving soon, just to see what we do encounter. Heading back through the forest. This is the... Is that a... Maybe this is a marsh, actually. It doesn't matter. It's the same exact type. I'm looking at the type, the color. That may actually be a marsh. A 5. Another friend. So making our way back past the dungeon, we found another friend. Okay. Go ahead, Mike, and roll a... what is it? Roll on the friends table. What is that? A D12. We don't want a 1, I don't think. We gain a... 10. Yeah, D10. A 1, I think this guy kind of shivs us a bit. 2. That was close to a 1. A wandering merchant. This is what we were waiting for. Let's see. Here you go. A lanky, old, and wrinkled merchant has been using this place to store their goods. They will buy and sell mundane items. But that's fine, because we have the loot. The loot. Mundane items for prices as listed. 200 gold. So we converted the loot into 200 gold. Okay, that's not a bad thing, right? Yeah, so sell the loot. So we now do... That stinks. Okay, that's still good, though. That's still good. So I'm just going to put this down here. Do we have 200 gold? Actually, no, let's do this. Goodbye, loot. Thank you, Bard. I mean, the Bard dying was actually really helpful in this situation. We got the immediate level, and now we're getting levels out of his stuff. So we have 236 gold. Unless otherwise noted. So again, does this mean... All friends are willing to train your party and advance 1 level per 100 gold, unless otherwise noted. I think we can gain a level, right? At least, let's just say 1. Does that sound fair? Because it doesn't really, unless otherwise noted, say anything. So I'm going to give us an extra level, right? I don't know what this dude teaches us, but I'm going to keep on pumping this up. So correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that sounds right to me. Dude, we are like... Really weird start. It's like we're playing the half... I don't know why I keep leveling up Bard Simpson. It's like we're playing the halfling in Munchkin, which is how I always kind of won. I just bide my points. Okay. So we have 136 gold. 136. We have the noble with us. We have to get through... Take the level. Yeah, I agree. You read the merchant can level us up only once. Great. Let's keep pushing. We are now in this little area just east of town. We have the noble with us. We can see the town on the horizon. We really just want to get that level up. Who rolled that? Morgan, roll a d6. This is for our random encounters. Just going through the... I think this is a forest. So let's see what we got here, Morgan. Is that another friend? More than likely, we just leveled up again. And then we're going to get to town and level up again. Wow. Okay. Okay. Morgan, roll a 1d10. We know how this works. Again, a 1, I think we get shivved. But we still level up for it. In a weird way. 5. I don't know what this is. Let's see. We got Fogwood Billiam. A half-crazed halfling scuttles towards you, seemingly shocked. He hurriedly encourages you to leave this place and points you towards safety. Skip the next encounter roll, or the next door roll is automatically an exit. Okay, so the next encounter, we skip. So we're actually going to go to town, there's no encounters there, and then when we step back into the forest, we're going to skip it. Okay, but it didn't say otherwise. We give him 100 gold to thank him for this information. And he teaches us maybe the lay of the land, and that is how we just leveled up. So we are now level 4. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put 5 because we're returning the merchant. So 35, 35. Dude, what an insane start to this. And thankfully, we ran into that satyr who killed the bard immediately. Maybe the bard was like so shocked he heard it singing and he's like, I will never be so good, and just fell over dead. Okay, we return the noble. Great. What a weird beginning. Okay, we're back where we started, but we're 4 levels higher than we were. It is all downhill. Yeah. And hitting every rock on the way downhill. Okay, we are obviously just trying to make a beeline. We are down a party member, which hurts. Because I know the mechanics for the lich and you guys don't. But, and we have 2 thieves, which I am worried about if we're down to 1 thief. Noble gives us 100, so we don't have to take it that way for the halfling level up, right? I guess not. Do we want to level up or no? I mean, we return the noble, he gives us 100, we were allowed to level if we wanted to. I'm assuming we wanted to level, or do we want to hang on to 136 gold? What do you guys think about that? Okay, I should write down crown as well. Oh, we have the shield. I forgot about that. So this guy's actually 36 because he has a shield. Halfling takes 100 away. Noble gives us 100 back. Exactly. Oh. No, I think he gives us the 100 gold, but we still have to spend the 100 gold to level up. I think that's how that worked, Mike. Let's specifically read that. Offers you 100 gold, level advancement available. That means we can spend the 100 gold if we want. Does it cost to replace a party member? We gotta find them. Like we've been doing randomly. We can look around the town, but it's not like we can do that. We randomly find a party member. They don't just. It's not something we really like do intentionally. We just happen to be in town and we happen to find the right people, or we find people who attack us. It's totally random. Okay, so Mike's team sell that crap. Back to 36 gold, but level 5. Love it. We can carouse through town and we can investigate. We can try to find rumors, which could lead to a party member, or it could get us. Yeah. So it's not just +5 damage. Everybody does +5 damage. So we're doing an extra 20 damage. Because, actually, that's not true. We're doing an extra 15 damage because we do not have this party member. Bart Simpson's dead. So yeah, we're doing +15 damage. It's pretty huge. Okay, I'm going to start doing this stuff to remind me that he is dead. So, do we look around town and hope to find an extra party member, or do we hope we find more friends in the woods and they just join us? We almost had a friend join us in the woods. What do you think we're doing here? Yeah, up to you guys, chat. God, this game is so weird. It always goes such strange directions. But this was just like this little cascading event. I think we need a fourth party member. Morgan and his team look around town. So let's just see the odds of how we would get that. Gambling? No, that is not. That is a way to increase or lose money. Investigate. So we basically get one action in town. It can either be gambling, investigation, carousing, which is kind of tricky, rumors, or rumors. Those are kind of the things that we can do during the day. And if you do a daytime thing, you have to carouse at night. So investigating does this, basically. Villagers bring together complex web of secrets. We pay 5 gold to begin investigating. For rumors, or to find patrons. So that is how we would get a patron, and they can help you out. Or learn a rumor. So that's what investigation does. It costs us 5 gold. Carousing, we have to do this at night, or we can do it during the day. And it's a free thing, maybe? No, it costs 1 gold per party member to do. So that'd be 3 gold. Then you roll randomly. And it could be things like imprisoned for 1d4 years. Robbed of your most valuable item, always a crown. Robbed of your most valuable item, always a crown. Robbed of all your gold. Learn a rumor. Again, carousing not great. Learn a rumor. And win 500 gold. Hire a mercenary. Meet a patron. Attacked by villagers. Recruit a new party member. So, like, carousing's not bad. Rumor, and then rumors. Okay, that's kind of it, really. Patrons, yeah. The rest of that we just kind of get. Villainous villagers. These are the guys who attack us. So that's kind of what I'm fuzzy on. What's Mike say? What's in the amount of risk we face in the town? That's the investigating sounds fun. Okay, so we're going to investigate during the day. Yeah, gambling doesn't make sense. We just don't have the money for it. So we're going to investigate, which means that's what we do during the day. And then at night, we happen to go to a tavern. And that's where we just happen to carouse. Like, people are like, what are you doing here? So let's investigate. This is going to cost us 5 gold. So what we're doing right now is we're using the village expansion, which I do like. So we're investigating. 5 gold. Who rolled last? I think that was Morgan who rolled our friend. So AJ, roll a 1d6. We want this to be high. We definitely want this to be high. Like a 5 or a 6 high. That's a 1, AJ. Dead ends all around. Stop for the day and lose 20 gold on useless bribes. Okay. So we're down to 11 gold. We do have that stupid key. It's an ancient key, so I can't sell it because it's not mundane. So, wompity womp. So we go around. Again, we're good at making friends. We're not good at our investigation skill checks. That's fine. That's fine. Because now we have to carouse. And this is where things can really go bad. After a long day's work or play in the village, the night brings out the entertainment. We had a bard. The temptations of society are too preponderous to deny, and you must carouse each evening you take any action in the village. Spend a jovial evening celebrating your respite from the trials of the wilderness and making friends. Make friends and associates everywhere you go, with the exception of daytime carousing. Okay, we could have caroused during the day for free. We have to rent a place. 1 gold per party member. We've only got 3. Down to 8 gold. Okay. That was AJ. I think, who does that? Mike. Roll your carousing check. This is a D12. Pretty sure we want this to be a high number. Watch, this is where it all goes bad. How do we sell this ancient stuff? I don't know. 6. That's probably not the worst thing. Let's see. 6. Learn a rumor and win 50 gold gambling. Oh, and we learned a rumor. Great. Okay. So, okay. We actually ended up ahead somehow. 50. So we got 58 gold and we learned a rumor. Morgan, roll us a... What is this? This is a D12. Gambling is easy. So, yeah, Morgan rolls a D12. Oops, I was on the wrong page. 10. Oh, no, that's not a rumor. Dang, I was so excited because I saw this 10 right here, recruit a new party member. That's not the rumor table. Crap. I was like, we got it. 10. The drinking water seems to be poisoned, and villagers increasingly grow ill as they are struck by hallucinations. Each adjacent hex to the nearest lake hex are infested by knots of poisonous toads. 2d4 per hex. Slay them and harvest their toadstones as remedy for the quickly spreading poison. Villagers will reward you 400 gold. That's a lot. I don't know if we have the time for that, but like we can see like look how close the lake is. Like that would be like right here. That's 400 gold right there. I don't know if that's good to know, but I don't think that's helpful at the moment. You guys can decide that, but I'm going to say toads. And right there. Drinking water is ill. Each adjacent hex to the nearest lake hex. Oh, so that's literally right down here. Unfortunately, there's a massive beetle and a banshee there. But so this one right here. Yeah, and this one here, I guess this is the nearest one. So it's basically all of these areas right here where I'm indicating have these toads. That's a lot of money. Every time you meet a friend, it's like, here, take 100, take 100, take 100. But again, I'm worried about time. So I guess the question is, are we spending another day in town? We have the money now to keep doing the investigation. And 10d4 toads, yikes. Well, that's in each space, though, I think. I don't think it's slay them and harvest their toadstones as remedy for the quickly spread. Villagers will reward you with 400 gold. Each adjacent hex to the near... Oh. Slay them. Oh, yeah. Slay all of them. I see what you're saying. Alone in the dark. Hey, what's going on? Welcome along. You can help us roll, and we're just trying to make friends here. Good to see you. Art by Mira. I don't know who you are. Hi, welcome to my stream. And it's Alone in the Dark, because I'm nerd. We are playing Alone Against the Dark as well on a Cthulhu game, but I think I may have canceled that one for today. My voice is hanging in okay, but hi, good to see you. I pinned the dice rolling app that we are using on Owlbear Rodeo, so please feel free to hop on in. Okay, so the question is, are we spending another day in town, or are we making a run for the Lich's lair? Also, God, I'm so bad about this. I may have my Discord link attached to this as well. This is where we discuss what games we're going to play and schedule and all that kind of good stuff as well. Are we investigating some more in the town, hoping to find that new party member? Again, the worst thing, like investigation, the odds are a little against us. We lose money, or we get in a fight. Those are the two worst things that happen. Is we lose money or we get in a fight, and fights aren't super fun. The patrons and the rumors are decent, or we can just carouse, which is free, but again, we can get imprisoned for 1d4 years. Or robbed. And then it starts getting better here, and this is where it gets all kind of good, where we learn patriots. Oh, look at that. Meet a patron and gain a level. Carousing's good. That's a bigger crapshoot, but what is it? Stupid games and stupid prizes. That's what that one is up with as well. So how are we feeling about this? What are we really trying for that party member? So I will tell you, how the lich works. So basically, this combat is the same. You roll a d6, and the lich hits on a 1, 2, 3, or 4. It is like a strong hit. It is like a normal hit. Then it is like a weak hit. And then if we roll a 4, we both do weak hits. And then if we roll a 5, we do a normal hit. And if we roll a 6, we do a strong hit. But when the lich hits, he basically does a death rate and kills you. So Morgan's kind of right. We need party members because he just does a touch spell, basically, and you die. Flat out dead. Hit points don't matter anymore. So, yeah, really don't want to lose any more years given how far the castle is. Exactly. We can also find a party member en route, but this is where party members are as well. So, again, that's up to you guys. We can start walking and hope for the best. We are going to probably kill the skeletons quickly. We have good weapons. There are just 3 of us. We just have 2 rooms of skeletons. We already know 1 room has 3, and then we roll to see how many skeletons are in the next room. Better to try the party member here or on the way. That's what AJ wants to know. Do we try to find them on the way, or are we trying to find them here in town? Here in town, the odds are better, because to find them on the way, if we take the same path we took, this is what we encounter on the same path that we took. So we roll a d6, which we've been doing, and on the roll of a 5 is friends. So it is, we do find friends fairly. We have a 1 out of 6 to find friends on the way if we take that same path, which seems to be pretty good. That's how we got there last time. I love how we've been playing for an hour. Granted, we rolled characters and stuff like that, and we're still in the starting town. But we had some really good stuff happen to us out there. Yeah. Oh, it'd be great if we found that elf again that would level us up for 50 gold. I just had coffee splash in my eye. So, what are we thinking here, gang? Are we carousing / investigating, or are we just pushing on and hoping we find someone along the way? Yeah, that toad stuff is too much, but 400 gold is amazing. We don't need it because we're already level 5. Yeah, how are you guys feeling? What are we doing here? Again, in this game, typically, I've played it alone, and it took like 2 hours. Because, again, I'm waiting for the chat to decide. There's the delay, and then I have to, like, get confused what we're all talking about. So this game, what I do love about the game, it plays really fast. I do say this in the review I just did, which I'm almost done editing right now. And I get it to exactly 5 minutes. I'm really impressed with myself on that. It's a 5-minute dork dive, and I get it to exactly 5 minutes. I'm vamping right now. It sounds like carousing during the day is how we find party members if we stay in town, right? We can if we carouse during the day, we have to carouse at night. So that's 2 carousings. But yeah, investigation, that just kind of gives us leads. We can meet a patron or learn rumors that way. That's how we get it. Dork dive, yeah. I'm team hit the road. So we have one person is voting hit the road. That's Mike. We'll do first one that gets a vote of 2. So we can carouse twice during the day. And yes, that is a way, carousing, we can meet patrons, which could help us. We can recruit a new party member. We can meet, we have a 1 in 6 chance of flat out getting a new party member if we carouse each time we do it. So let's see what we got here. We can hire a mercenary, which for 50 gold, which we could do as well. I guess a mercenary is a new party member as well. I think we just roll up a new party member there. So maybe that's a 1 in 4 chance if we carouse of getting a new party member. And if we carouse twice that day, but again, we could get imprisoned or we could be robbed. So that's up to you guys. Mike is still, I'm assuming, team hit the road. Let's see what we got here. Stupid game, stupid prizes, my friends. We just do need that. We can also, we can get like 6 party members. Like we can like start increasing that, but we don't get to roll. I guess time is the most precious resource. I guess time is the most precious resource. So hitting the road could be better, because it is true. Because if we, when we hit the road, one of our encounters, a 1 in 6 chance, is fog, and that's like 1d6 years right there. But the only way we're going to lose years is if we roll a 1 on carousing. So that is a 1 in 12 chance. So again, just looking, everyone's a little scared here. Mike is on a time crunch, I know. We lose him. I forgot what I thought he said 11:45. I can't remember what time we're losing Mike. But yeah, what are we feeling here, guys? I got a lot of waffling, which is fine. I remember someone put a waffle emoji in, and I got really confused what they were saying. 23 minutes. Thank you, Mike. That's how time works. Okay, so we're losing at Mike at 12:31. Yeah, what are we feeling here? I'm waiting. Yeah, I don't know. Because again, the lich just kills you flat out. Again, I think we'll kill the skeletons pretty quickly, but then we will have another issue. Is we have 2 thieves. If we lose a giant and we lose a thief, we'll have 1 remaining thief. The thief will take the crown and run away, and then we'll lose the game. Hit the road then. Okay, looks like we're team hit the road. I am worried about these thieves. But if we make an evasion check and we succeed, but the giant, if we make an evasion check, which I think we have a better chance at evading than we do of hitting, we crown him and we win. So the thief helps us in that way too. And we have 2 of those guys. So it's going to be close. Hit the road. I am assuming we are going the way we know. Yes? Okay, let's do it. Hitting the road. Let's go through the forest. Okay, let's start with Mike. I don't remember who we were on. Go the way we know. Okay, hit the forest. We are, this is exploration. Roll a 1d6, Mike. And I'm trying to bring up the right page here for us. Combat result, hex terrain table, hex things. There we go. So the reason we're only rolling a 1d6, when it's a new area, we would roll a 1d12. But since that is for new hexes, as we can see right here, but if it's an old hex, we just roll one of these. Mike, roll that d6. We do not want a 1 or a 2 or a 4. 1, 2s, and 4s are basically bad. Beyond that, we can deal with it. That's a 3. Nothing. Oh, shoot. We forgot about our friend. That's kind of a lost roll. The next time we roll an encounter, we skip it. We have that little halfling guy, remember? Which makes sense. He told us how to get through this area. So anyway, I will use a 1 on our next place, which is where here was. So we evaded this with the because the halfling. We've been here a lot. Can you even see where I'm indicating? Here we go. We've been here a lot, so we know how to get through this area. That was the 3 that Mike just rolled, which puts us here to the new forest area as we are now pushing north. That is Morgan. Roll a d6. So we're making our way back through the forest. This is where we found the noble and our other elf friend. This is the furthest this party has gone so far, is right here. That's the little Thieves Guild group. 3, that's what we want, right? Yes. Good job. You thought you saw something, but it was just a glimmer. We push on now to the plains. So here we are. This is new. Everything is open expanse. AJ, we want you to roll a 1d6. So let's keep this luck going here. We're in the plains, and I need to start moving the map because we are heading north. So we are here now. Can you guys see this okay? The character sheet, is how zoomed out is that for you guys? Is that really, really hard for you to read? 6, that's good, right? That's a lost noble. Let's just keep him there. It's not worth turning around. We've already got this far. So we do have a noble here. If we die, maybe it will be worth knowing that he's there. So I'm just going to put noble. It's gonna be very big font, but that's great. There we go. We got a ding dong. Lord Ding Dong's just sitting there waiting on us. We're not returning him, right? Because we'd have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. Not worth it. Let's keep pushing on, right? And then we head into the murky marshes. If someone wants to return him, let me know, but I'm assuming we're making a hard push for the castle. No, says Morgan. Okay, that puts us to AJ went last. Mike, you're back up. Roll a 1d6 as we make our way into the marsh, and I need to update this sheet. And I did learn a little trick is if I start to drag it before I start to crop it, we get better. You can see I wrote noble over here because I was just kind of working on some stuff. So here we go. So here we are. I guess I can shrink this too as well. Smidge. Okay, because now we're making our hard push. Sorry, I have multiple screens, so you have to look at my nose. While I almost screwed up. There we go. That's why we did. Okay, there's the castle. We can see the castle. It's up ahead of us. There we are. That's better. All right, let's go. 2. What is that? A creature? A creature. Mike, let's keep... we've been pretty lucky. Let's see what we got here. We were due for something. Mike, I need you to roll a d12, I think? Yes. Roll a 1. It's a deer. We're like, oh, a deer, look. We're pretty strong. So hopefully if we do get into a fight, we can take care of it pretty quickly. An 8. Firefolk. Ah, man, we need a Faefolk. That'd be so nice. Will not attack or follow a party. That's right, because if you run away, it only has 16 health. We took out the satyr. Oh, because we did double damage. We took out the satyr pretty quick. Will not attack or follow a party that includes Faefolk. Man, I wish we had a Fae character in our group. If a party member is damaged, take 1d4 damage each time an attack or evasion is rolled. Okay, so they're gonna do 1d4 damage. They do they have 16 health. They do 1d6 and 1d4. We don't like that. We can't run away really because of our stupid giant. So that was Mike. AJ, roll a 1d6. We want a high roll. A high roll on this. So we're gonna say for we only have 3 party members, so I'll roll a 1d6, a 1 through 2 if they hit us. A 1 and a 2 will be Kodo, 3 and a 4 Balerian, and Bogworth will be a 5 and a 6. A 1! That is not what we wanted, AJ. That is double damage. So we haven't been in a fight in so long. We were not ready for this. This does not bode super well for us. We just took double damage. So if a party member is damaged, take 1d4 damage each time an attack or evasion is rolled. I guess that's... So they do 1d6 damage. Help me misread. Help me figure this out. This is the damage they do. is 1d6. And then it later says, if a party member is damaged, past tense, take 1d4 damage each time an attack. Oh, so this is later on. This is like this doesn't happen right now. This is if we get hit again, they keep suffering damage. This reads like Toll the Dead. Oh, it does. So they already have to be damaged to take the extra d4. Is that what you're saying, Mike? So right now they just take we just take 1d6. So I will roll this. So this is going to be times 2. Please roll low, Avery. That's not low. That is 10 points of damage. And that will be on... We're going to divide this by 2. Shoot, we really would have loved Bogsworth the Giant to have taken that. 10 points of damage. 2. They're down to 5. Not a great start with Kodo the Thief. Mike reads this as... They have to be damaged, but then they take more damage on every attack and every evasion tip, presumably because they're on fire. Yeah. Okay. Keep me posted on how you're reading that, Mike. So not great. So Kodo just takes a big old fire blast to his face. That hurts. And we don't like that. And beyond that, that's that round. That was AJ who rolled that garbage for us. Mike, roll a 1d6. We want this to be high, please. We may be able to kill them even... I don't think on a weak hit we can kill them, but like on a 5 we should be able to. And there's the 5 I was just talking about. That is a normal hit. And that should do it. I need everyone to roll a d8. And then we are going to add 15 to that. 16, because the giant gives us +1. I don't know if the giant... Maybe it's always just +1. I wonder if we like increase that. So 3 for Morgan. Let's start pulling up what everyone rolled. Morgan rolled a 3. Mike rolled a 3. And AJ rolled a 3. Very popular rolls today. So that was just 3, 3, 3. 9 points of damage plus 15 is enough. Oh, wow. Our bonus was almost enough. Dead. Dead firefolk. Hooray! So, that's good. Not super fun, but we are pushing on. Is one of those a sling? Oh, shoot, you're right. We sold... One of those is a sling. It doesn't matter, though. Thank you. You are 100% correct. Kodo takes 1d4 damage, too. You're right. Each time an attack or evasion is rolled. You are correct, Mike. Thank you. Kodo, since it is your character, Mike, roll a 1d4. We should give him the shield. That will give him an extra health. So let's give him the shield as well. So Mike, roll 1d4 to see what your extra damage is. A 1, thank goodness. So he's down to 4, but plus he got that shield, the wooden shield, which thankfully isn't as flammable as you'd think. That puts him back to 5. So he lost a point. We gave him the shield. That puts him back up 1. Not great. Okay, let's push on. We are in the marsh right here. Can you see where I'm indicating? Yeah, we're moving to here. So we need, who rolled that garbage? I think it was Mike who rolled that last roll. Morgan, roll a 1d6. We're pushing on. We're just 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes away. We're almost there. We really need to find a party member. How do we heal? We don't. Something heals us. I'm pretty sure there's no real... We got to find like magic potions or stuff like that. 2. Is that another... God dang it. Luck is not on our side now. We are not having a good time. I'm almost positive that the 2 is the creature. Morgan, roll a d12. Please roll a 1. We want a deer here. Exactly. Could be a deer. That's what I want, Mike. I'm team deer. What do you got, Morgan? 12. Isn't that what we just... A satyr. This is butthole again. This is how we lose time. And this is still not great. Every time he hits us, we lose time. Who wants to roll this d6? Whoever I see rolling it, I'm going to just go to you. So whoever goes first, if we get a normal hit, he's insta-dead. Oh, that is true. We roll a 5 or 6, he's gone. If you roll a 4, that's a weak hit, and I feel like we would kill him before he puts us to sleep. So a 4, 5, or 6, we'll say, he will be dead. Who is going for this roll? I can see whoever's like picking up their dice, so I'm just gonna see who's feeling lucky, punk. Or I will force someone to do it here in a second. AJ's doing it. AJ. Bad. AJ. That is a normal hit. So he puts us to sleep. This is why we want Fey Folk. Actually, I don't know if a Fey Folk could stop this. Actually, I don't even know if you can see his information here. He's right here. On an enemy hit, do not roll damage. The satyr offers the party food and drink. I think this is it, though. I think he's gone. We go to sleep, and then we wake up. So, how many years are we asleep? We currently are at year 5. So, we're not going to lose the game, no matter what it is. So, what... maybe I'll just roll this. Should I roll this, or does someone else want to roll this? I'll roll this. 4. Not great. We are at year 9. We do not want to encounter Mist. Mist, which is a 1 in 6 chance. So, and I think that's it. That's the encounter. He puts us to sleep. It's not like he's going to wait for 5 years for us to come back out and do it again. So, I think we were here. Is that right? And then we're moving to here. Yeah? I think that's where we were. I think we were here. Now we're moving here. I need... AJ went last. Mike, roll a d6 to see where... to see what happens in the marsh. This is the last marsh terrain on our way, on our trudge to the castle. 5. This is a friend, I think. I'm pretty sure this was the friend. Let's see what we got here. Friend. Mike thinks it's a friend as well. So let's just go straight to the friend table. Roll a... Mike, that was you. Roll a d10. Again, Popple Cromp Slink is kind of a jerk. He'll stab you. But we do get levels for it. A 10. I think we got a 10 earlier, and I think it was good. Oh, this is the guy that offers us to level us up. Elias. 50 gold, level up. We have 58. We leveling up again. That'll give us more hit points, so that is a bit of a way of healing. I really want him to join the freaking party, but we're getting Elias to level us up again, right? Level up. Let's do it. So 8 gold left. Great. That gives us 16, 6. So we did get an extra hit point. He's dead. 16, 16, 30. That puts us to 36. Oh, 36. Level 6. Great. Thank you. These guys are helpful. Maybe he, like, you know, he's just kind of like on the outskirts, like slowly like watching us as we go along. That was the marsh. He was just chilling in the marsh. Okay, that was, who did that roll? Was that Mike, I think? Morgan, you're up. Roll the d6. 1, 2, 3 hexes away. We are almost there. By the time we get there, we got to lose Mike, unfortunately. But yeah, we don't want a 1, 2, 6. What was that? I think it's a 6 is a good roll. It was the Lost Noble. Who cares? Bye. Good to see you. Goodbye. We just walk right past him. Great. We have... I guess if we had 100 gold, he could immediately level us up. But, we don't. That was Morgan who rolled that? AJ. I think that was Morgan who rolled last. AJ, roll a d6 and stop. Don't roll. Maybe I should say don't roll what we want, which would be a 3, 5, or 6. Don't roll that, AJ. Reverse psychology. Is it going to work? Damn it. This is the mist. Oh, no. 1d4 years. 9, 10, 11, 12. This is bad. This is bad. We're right there. We need this roll to be a 1 or a 2. I'm scared to roll it. Last time I didn't mind rolling the mist because it wouldn't be game over. Now I'm too scared to do it. Owlbear is mad at you today. It is. Dang it. Oh, we're so close. I mean, I think we'll win. And also, the sword is in there. We have a sling currently, but the sword is in the first room we're going to hit. And we can just pick up the sword, and we already have the crown. And then we just got to kill, like, maybe 6 skeletons, which we can do in a couple of rounds. And then it's the lich. Oh, this is stressful. Oh, my gosh. Who's going to... Well, Mike, we should be done by 12:30. Who's going to roll this? I'm going to give you... I'm looking at the chat. You guys have 10 seconds. And if nobody steps up to the plate, I am going to assign it... okay, this is AJ's roll. All right, you got thrown under the bus, AJ. Because we can... AJ, that is true. We can just say it's just your bad luck. We have a 50% chance This is why we needed a Fey Folk character. That's why I wanted Elias. He's a freaking Fey Folk. And he would have joined our party, and then we wouldn't have had to deal with this. Come on, come on, come on. God dang it. Ah! Oh, man. Man, that stinks. That is year 12, and that is the name of the game. We hit, so we were at 9. You can see, you may be able to not see it on the map where I am. Let's get it over there, if I can find it. Here it is. Here we are. Let's bring it to the front. So you can see right there, we're at year 9, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm pretty sure it's funny it's not called 13, which 13 is like that awful number, you know, 13's bad luck. But I feel like it's not you have 12 years. I think you have until 12 years. I will double check that. Maybe we have a little bonus year, but I'm pretty sure that was probably it. Let's double check. I just did a review of this. You think I know the rules better? The game is sometimes, as we've had a little bit of trouble, it is a little like, wait, what? There are no turns. Where is just how do you win? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just looking for the number 12 to pop up, just to make sure that we don't have 12 years. I do love this. I will. Should you accept this quest, you are tasked to find a crown, which we just started with, both times, weirdly enough. If accomplished before 12 years have passed. Have they passed? What's bugging Morgan? That bugs me. I want to know how to sell that ancient stuff. I know. Well, I think you need the crown to be ancient, though. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there. I don't know. If 12 years pass... So, here's the question. Have 12 years passed or no? So we have 12. So are we still okay? We're in year 12. That's true. Because again, 13 sounds... Do we push on? Screw it. Let's push on. We're in year 12. Okay, we're still good. And we still have one more opportunity for this to screw up. So let's keep going. It's not the end of year 12. I agree. That's kind of my confusion. 12 years haven't passed. Who cares? Let's go. Everyone's like, we're team, let's go, which is a good thing. We're enjoying the game. And we still have one. This is the last space where we could possibly roll mist again. So AJ went last. Mike, that puts us to you. You have to leave in 3 minutes. This will be your last roll for Hexploration. If you roll a 1, we're going to lose anyway. So we are on year 12. 2. That's a creature. Hopefully it's not a stupid satyr. Okay, let's roll the creature. I like, again, 13 seems bad. I always thought 12 was kind of weird. So, yeah, creature. Where is the creature table? I think it's a 1d12, so roll a 1d12, Mike. And let's see what we get. A 2. Cannot be evaded. We can't run away from him. They don't do a lot of damage. We can't run away from the sentient vines kind of wrapping around us, which makes sense. We're right on the cusp of the castle, and they're starting to wrap around our legs. We'll basically kill them in one hit. We just need to hit. Mike, since you're about to leave, go ahead and roll this attack. Obviously, we prefer a 5 or 6. A 4 we can deal with. No. This is double damage. We just don't want Kodo to be hit, or that's really bad, because this space... We're not finding anyone in the castle. This is just double damage. I'll just roll this and then double it. 4. Well, everyone survives this regardless. There we go. Great. That's who we wanted to be hit, was the giant. Giant gets hits for 6. That's fine. Mike, you just went. I'm going to have you keep going, Mike, because I know you need to leave in 2 minutes. So let's just have you keep going, because it's just going to be AJ and Morgan when we get into the castle. Just don't roll crappy. Roll another 5, another 1d6, Mike. So you are in charge of getting us into the castle. And let's see if you can do that for us. There we go. Don't even need to roll it. Doesn't even matter. The giant just starts picking vines, just like weeding a garden. So boom, dead. We are in the castle. So again, we went into the antechamber. You have to go through, the lich is in the 6th room. So we've already done 1, 2, 3. In the 4th room, there are 3 skeletons waiting for us. And then there is a 5th room, and then there's the lich. So we go through the antechamber, we go through the throne. Well, I guess he's in the throne room, the antechamber, the I don't know, the entry hall, all that kind of good stuff, the foyer. You know, we take our boots off. We don't want to get it all muddy because we're hoping to take over this castle. Actually, we don't even kill him. We just put the crown on his head and he sleeps for another 12 years. That's kind of the game. So anyway, here we are. We're in the castle. We make it to the 4th room. When we come in, the skeletons reanimate. We can see our party on the ground. The previous party from last session laying there. We can see the crown in one of their the thief's hand as he was trying to run away. And we can see the thief, I think, had the sword as well. So we want to do well here. Mike, you still with us? Do you want to roll this attack for us, or are we moving on to the rest of the crew? Mike is leaving now, I think. Let me look at the chat. He just says dead is his last thing he said. Mike, if you're with us, I'll give you like 10 seconds to roll our first attack against the skeletons. If not, we're going to be on team AJ and Morgan. So congratulations, we made it here. 2. That is a normal hit, I think. I think that's a normal hit for them, which isn't great. Happy New Year, Mike. Oh, Mike says, I can hang around. What's he say here? For a few more minutes. Okay. Well, we didn't want that roll, though, Mike. That is a normal hit. There are 3 skeletons. I got to pull up their character sheet. Let's find them. They should be close. I think they're probably in the dungeon encounter section. Wherever that was. Level and time. Traps. Evading traps. Delving dungeon monsters. Yeah, here we go. They do 1d4. That's not too bad, but there are 3 of them. So that is 3d4. We just don't... If Kodo gets hit, we are in trouble. 1, 2... Ooh, that is a great roll. I maxed that roll out. These skeletons were waiting for us. They knew the crown was nearby, and they were waiting for us. This is bad. We need this to hit the giant. This is 12 points of damage. Ouch. Okay. That is going to be on... We want this to be a 5 or a 6. Yes. 12 points of damage. He's the only one who really could have absorbed this well. So he just kind of lumbers in there, and the skeletons, and he's like, oh, sword and crown, and just starts to try and pick them up. And the skeletons just animate on him and start attacking. Mike, I am done with your rolls. Morgan, you're up. 1d6. Here we go. We just need, like, a hit. They have 10 health. They're pretty strong, actually. But still, even our bonuses are giving us 16 points of damage. 3. That's a weak hit. So that we have still not connected on them yet. So I'll show you the chart. Because I know you're not. Maybe you guys don't remember this chart as well. Here's how the chart works for the d6 that we're rolling. They're doing a weak hit, which is half damage right now. So again, we need to get a 4 where we both do weak hits to each other. So right now we haven't even done anything, and there's, as of now, no way to mitigate these rolls. This is just how random the game is, which, because it's so fast and so quirky and so weird, I don't care. So Morgan rolled a 3. This is a weak hit, so I'm going to divide this by 2. Rounding something. 9. So I can't remember if we round up or not. Let's see. After a successful attack, I'm just looking to see where it says how we round. Combine rolls, distribute damage, calculate total, manage enemy hits. When enemy dies, blah, blah, blah. For example. Yeah, it does. This is where I could use a little... the pages are very small. It's like a little zine. Like, the book is like this big. It's only like, I don't know, 20 pages or something, 30 pages. But, like, I could use a little bit more... like, right here, I feel... I'm sure it's elsewhere, but I really feel like it should say if you round up or down. And I don't see that anywhere. Yeah, I don't see anywhere where it says if we round up or down. The game's mean, so I'm assuming round up. Let's just say round up. So 5 points of damage. Okay. This could be bad. Oh, great. Bogsworth takes more. I mean, Bogsworth is hurting now. But again, when we get to the Lich, hit points don't matter. We're just sacks of... God, we have 2 thieves left, though. If we have 1 thief left, he's going to run away with the crown, and that'd be a funny way to end the game. I think we need to get in there and evade, is what we want to do, which is let the others roll. Okay, that was Morgan rolled that. AJ, you're up. We really need We really need a 5 or a 6. We really need that 5 or 6. We're in the last year. As far as I'm aware, there's no more mist or years to deal with. God dang it! This is double damage. This may be a kill. This may be a kill. 14. This is a kill. Unless it hits Lyrian. Why? This is a kill unless I roll a 3 or a 4. There goes Kodo. May as well grab Kodo's bow, because that does 1d8. I think you can kind of like loot in the middle of combat. So Kodo is down. So we have a thief and a giant. My pickleball lesson was canceled due to rain, so I can hang out longer. Great, Mike. You can watch us die. Also, and at the end of this, we'll talk about if we want to do Cthulhu later today or not. I need to do pickleball. Mike, that's great you do pickleball. My joints are killing me from... Okay, we'll talk later. My joints are killing me from my show. So, like, I like pickleball. Okay, so that was AJ. Mike, you are up. We have 2 party members remaining. Again, Morgan, I was with you. We really needed to get that extra party member. We just couldn't find them. And then again, we lose a year after we get a TPK, so game is 100% over. 3. That is a weak hit for them. God dang it. This could kill nobody. I rolled well, though. 6. So, we'll just say odd is going to be Lyrian the Thief. Lyrian the Thief takes 6. Down to 10. That was... Now we're just kind of like just rolling through combat. That was Mike. Morgan, you're back up. Roll a 1d6. So these skeletons... I guess maybe they weren't... Maybe they were laying in wait. They weren't in stasis. They were just acting like it. And they just... And maybe they know some, like, foul necromantic arts that we were not ready for as well. God dang it. This is bad. This is bad. We were so excited about the year 12 that we came up with. That is a normal hit. We just... And also, we have 3 of them. We need to kill, like, a couple of them. Then they're just rolling a d4. Oh, actually, I think... I can't remember... I think they rolled a 1, right? For double damage. That should have spawned another skeleton. I can't quite remember if that happened, so let's not worry about that. But if they roll a 1, they spawn an extra skeleton. Because I feel like last time we were in this room, we got them down to like 1 or 2, and then they kept rolling 1s, which does double damage and spawns an extra skeleton. So this is 5, and I think this is a normal hit. Is that what we rolled previously to this? Actually, I think it was Morgan who rolled. Yeah, it was a normal hit, and I rolled 5. This is not going to kill anyone. So odd is Lyrian. Okay, Lyrian is now down to 5. That was Morgan. AJ, you are up. Come on, dude. You've been the one that started this just really bad roll of bad rolls. Let's see what you got. We want a 5 or a 6. We'll even take a 4 at this point, just to like whittle them down a bit. Man, we have not gotten a 4, 5, or 6. Jesus Christ, half damage. We should be able to survive this one, but not for much longer. 8, that is 4 points of damage. We can survive this one. Odd is Lyrian. Okay, that's, what did I say, 4 points of damage? Yeah, so that's down to 9. This is getting bad, guys. Mike, you are up. This is bad. Maybe you should have just died due to time, because this is just a crap way to go out. We need a 4, 5, or 6, Mike. We spawned another skeleton, and we got hit for double. This is probably a kill. So another skeleton just showed up. So we're doing so bad, I haven't even moved us to the page that has their health point values, because we haven't hurt them yet. Let me find it real quick. Dungeon Monsters. Here we go. Okay, so that gives us another skeleton. So that is actually the 4 that we have right here that you can see at the top. These are all of our skeletons. I made the rule that they just spawn. They don't spawn an attack. So it is still double damage, though. And that is the rule, right? Creates another skeleton on a palpable hit. And I think that's like the critical hit roll. So 1, 2, 3. This is doubled. 16. This is a kill. I have to take the doggo out. All right, well, we're going to be dead by the time we get back, Morgan. So probably good timing for that. That is Morgan's just getting out, having to roll the roll that's going to kill the party. Okay, so odd is Lyrian, and oh shoot, what did I just roll? I didn't see what the damage was. I think it was it was dead, and whatever it was like 18 or something, right? And the it's kill. Who's dying? The giant is dead. Leaving. Oh, that's fun. Leaving us with the thief. The thief sees what's happening because this is the thief's thing, and I'm guessing they don't even need to be in the combat anymore. But if the thief's thing is they are a backstabber, so that they see the giant go down. And they are a backstabber, which is, again, I added the villager stuff into this. So this page is a little sloppy. If the thief is the sole party member, they loot the party and flee, roll for a new party, 1 year passes. I actually love that ending. I think that's funny. And that he also took the crown that we needed to put on the lich head. We made absolutely no progress whatsoever. We did not get any further than the previous party did, and we were doing so well. But yeah, the thief sees the writing on the wall. He grabs the crown and he runs out, knowing that in a year the lich will be back. And maybe he can make it far enough away from the known world. Exactly. Enjoy that last year of your life, Lyrian. That's funny. That's a great ending. I love that ending. And again, we couldn't evade the skeletons to run into the next room because the giant was slowing us down, that they would have followed us into the next room. That is something we could have just done. If we had like a bunch of thieves and rogues and like fake folk, we could have like just evaded them because we don't need to kill the skeletons. We just need to run away from them. We just need to reveal the room that they're in and make it to the next room. But the giant kept slowing us down. So yeah, Lyrian decides to be a king for the year. Yeah, I'm a king. So yeah, that's 12 years. Again, we're not like emotionally invested in it. Yeah, we had a really great run of good luck and a run of bad luck, but it's swingy, it's chaotic, and again, as the Max Moon says himself, where is it at? It is unlikely that you will win, but please give it a try and feel free to blame me when your party dies miserably. And we didn't die miserably. We didn't die well, but it was a fun end. So again, that's 12 years, Max Moon Games. That was super fun. Really great game. I think a really great game for the for how my stream works as well. It just because I want games where you guys can roll dice and where we don't get stuck in the bog of trying to figure things out. I think this and like Legendary Kingdoms have been probably like our best two that we have done. Legendary Kingdoms we are invested in, and that hurts our hearts. We're going to get back to it, but first we got to finish Cthulhu. When we finish Cthulhu, we'll move back into Legendary Kingdoms. All my homies hate Max Moon. Really? Are you serious? Like your friends don't like Max Moon? Like his games or the person themselves? Or are you just saying weird things? I don't know what Mike is getting at there. Not serious. Oh, okay, good. I'll say, really? I've seen him interviewed. He seemed kind of cool. Just a meme. Oh, that's funny. He has really cool stickers too. I put out a review of this game. Obviously, I review it very highly. He has another game I think it's called Basilisk. That's really he's got quite a few games. He's pretty well known in this. Real quick, did you guys want to do Cthulhu today? My voice is feeling okay, but what time would work for people if we can do it? I'd prefer to have like 2 of us at least to do the Cthulhu game, just so I'm not playing in a void, just relying on one person to like roll and respond and everything like that. So I'd like to have at least 2 of you guys out there. I need to. I'm pretty much word perfect, but I really want to be word perfect in the show. So I have lines and stuff like that to go over and chores to do. This show is so intricate with its precision. I'm doing this 5-person Hound of the Baskervilles Sherlock Holmes, and it's just it needs precision. I'm headed to a New Year's party in a bit, so my availability is iffy. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe we just shouldn't do it. That's fine. I do need to work on my lines and stuff like that. No problem. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, AJ's around though. Oh, Morgan, are you around? I guess we can see if Morgan and AJ are around, and we could do. Last time we played Cthulhu, we didn't have Mike. Whatever up to y'all. AJ, are you pretty much free all day? Oh, Morgan's with her dog. That's right. We'll wait and see what Morgan says, but maybe I'm free all day. Like I am not leaving the house. This is my first day off in like a while, so I'm resting up. I rolled my ankle during rehearsal, so like I'm just resting. Yeah, let's wait for Morgan to get back, and then we will figure out if she's up for a Cthulhu pretty much any time. And we'll just do like another hour and a half session. I know this one went pretty long, hour 44. That's not bad considering we rolled up characters and we kept like, we had some rule questions. We were like just going back and forth. I'm going to keep this one on the, I think this is a great game to play for the chat. It only probably took us like 3 hours. Now that we know the rules and stuff like that, we can bang out a game in 3 hours, like 2 1.5 hour sessions. I think this is a great one. Yeah, so AJ's good. Let's see what works for Morgan, and then we'll figure out when to do Alone in the Against the Dark. Excuse me. And I'm happy to do that. I think that'll be fun. And that one, I was a little annoyed on the cruise ship. That was a little tedious, I found, and we didn't have much direction on what to do. But I feel like now that we're in town, we found out that our friend was killed. We're really kind of more on the case a little bit, and I think it's going to get a little bit more in depth. I'm free today, just anytime. So what? Okay, so it is 12:45 Pacific. Do we want to give us like a couple of hours and meet at like 3? Okay, put in the chat. Would you guys rather do? And this is going. Just write Central. Just write your time zone. Would you rather do like late afternoon? Would you rather do like afternoon, late afternoon, like evening or evening? And Morgan, we won't go late. We won't do like late evening. But like, would you rather do like afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, or evening? Just write that in the chat. And then I know, Morgan, you are 2 hours ahead of us because you're central. So let us know. We will have fun in the Cosmic Horror. I'll have to upkeep the our calendar, which really wasn't that hard. After we left Arkham, it got much easier. Morgan would rather do afternoon Morgan's time, which is afternoon currently for Morgan, right? But I'm flexible because it's I think it is after, right? It's it's 2:45 your time right now, so it is afternoon for you. AJ, how are you looking? I need like at least an hour because I have to set up. It's not like I just click the button. I still need to set up the pages. It takes me a little while. Yeah, it's already 3 your time, so it is afternoon. I need at least I haven't eaten yet today either, so I need to do that. Doing my intermittent fastings. But the yeah, so I mean, we'd have to start basically right now to hit that afternoon time slot. Yeah, I'm on the, oh, you're on the East Coast, AJ. Oh, crap. I thought you were with me on the West Coast. But you're seeing the family. Give my fam the love. I have nothing planned. Can we do, okay, it's 1 Pacific. Does it work to play at math? Like 2:30 Pacific? Like, so meet in like an hour and 45 minutes? But that would be 4:30 your time, Morgan, right? Wait. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try this again. Can we meet at, see, it's 2:30 Pacific, which would be 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern Standard. How does that work? So 2:30. I'm telling myself because I just confused myself. 2:30 Pacific, 4:30 Central, 5:30 East Coast. Thank goodness. I do miss Kaspar, our German friend. He usually kind of showed up later at night / early in the mornings, but there was no way I could have done. I don't know what his time zone is. But how does that work for you two? Sounds good. AJ's good with that. Sure, that's fine. Just send out a Discord reminder because I don't get the YouTube notifications. That's so weird. Okay, but I will update both of those now, and I'll just put it right now in the scheduling, like right when I hang this up. Great. Anyway, we digressed. Sorry if anyone watches this posthumously. After we shoot this, not after we die. Thank you so much for watching. Love this game. We are definitely doing this one again. 12 Years by Max Moon. Fantastic game. I'm going to put a review up, which is very glowing for the most part. Glowing. But thank you. I will see you guys later. Happy New Year, everyone. And catchphrase. Gotta set up the thing so I can finish the catchphrase right when I say the words. Until next year, stay dorky, my friends.